Hello, welcome to my channel. I wanna I wanna welcome you all and give a very warm hug to you. It is very cool that you keep watching my channel. You are most welcome. I urge you to keep watching. We will have great content. We already have good content. We will have great and good content in the future either. So, can we change our life? Can we alter our lives? Can we have some difference in our lives? Let's have a patient and they are diagnosed with terminal stage lung cancer. And this is a patient who smoked for a long time. Let's say he kept smoking for 40 years and he never stopped smoking and he lived in a very, very bad environment and anything he could find. You could see asbestosis, you could see air pollution, and he kept living in that environment. So, him getting diagnosed with lung cancer, is this his choice? Is this something he has done to himself? Or is it something which he had no control over? Think about it. Think about a patient who has an actual liver fat, and let's say this patient is drinking alcohol regularly and he has excessive amount of alcohol in a day, and he also had this kind of nutrition. He eats oil products a lot and he has kind of a very large belly. He's obese and his body mass index is very high. So you can expect liver to be liver to have a very, very big amount of fat. So this kind of liver problems can cause him to have cirrhosis, therefore liver failure. And when his liver fails, he would most likely die if he doesn't have a transplant. So this kind of death, was this his own choice, or was this something that was scripted for him to live? There are many people who believe that these perceptions, the perceptions like death, is final and absolute, and we have absolutely no control over that. I urge you to think this way. If a patient doesn't really smoke, there is a very low chance that they will have lung cancer. If a patient take care of himself, about the nutrition, about body mass index, he will most likely not have liver failure due to cirrhosis, due to liver fat. So he might survive without having liver failure. His liver being intact can save him, can save his life. So it is very ignorant to say he has absolutely no control over his liver fat or his cancer. He does have a control. He can choose not to smoke, or he can choose to have some healthy kind of nutrition for himself. Think about the other choices you make in life. Let's say you are in a relationship and the person is very harmful for you, and you keep being in a relationship because this is what you are used to. This is a person that you are used to be with, and therefore you feel comfortable with them and you don't want to leave them, even though this is harmful for you. So when your psychological health gets worse than it was before, gets bad, can you say, I had absolutely no responsibility due to my psychological condition? You can't, because you chose to stay with that person. You chose to stay with that person for a very long time. This isn't only one choice. You chose it every single day until you break up with them so you can have a peace of mind. And if you had no poor choices, you would have you would be done with them already before they affect your psychology in a very bad way. You have control over your health, you have control over your psychology, and you are responsible for yourself. If you deny any kind of responsibility, you are just shifting the blame to another person and you are dodging the responsibility, you are trying to dodge the responsibility. But this doesn't really change the fact. This doesn't really change the fact you messed up big time. And if you deny yourself from responsibility, you might never be able to get better. So assume responsibility for your actions and assume accountability for your actions as well. You, there will be hardships in the life which will seem like this is completely out of your control. And sometimes, yeah, we don't have absolute control, but we have control about our choices, and we have choices, we have multiple choices every single day. And to mess up, it takes really multiple hundred, multiple thousand choices to mess up your life. So number one reason that you might be struggling with your life is because you have made some bad choices and you kept making that bad choices. Change your choices, change your life. You have some kind of control over your life, and you shouldn't underestimate this kind of control over your life, because if you underestimate your choices, if you underestimate yourself, you will just give control to another person or another institution, but you won't be in control as long as you deny yourself responsibility and accountability. So it is very essential to assume responsibility for your actions. You are the only one that can save yourself. Do not expect others to save you. Don't expect this. Do not expect others to save you, because you are the only one that can get you out of the mess you are probably or perhaps already in. And you can depend on yourself to get rid of this situation, this messy situation. You will have some sense of confidence with yourself when you assume responsibility. And when you have this kind of confidence, this will lead your life in a very better way. You will you will have many things that you may never had in the past, because this will be another life. When you take charge of your life and your actions, you will see another side of yourself, and believe me, this will be pretty. And you will see this. You are becoming an adult, and as long as you're an adult, as long as you're an adult that can make your choices, that can live up to your expectations, you are good to go. If you have a mistake, if you have a thing in the life that you don't like, you might want them to change. You want that thing to change. It is okay. As long as this is your own mistake, As long as you had this mistake, you made this mistake, while you believe in yourself, while you believe in your choices, it is okay, because this is a chance to have a growth on yourself. This is a chance to grow. This is a chance to get wise. Assume your responsibilities for your actions and assume accountability for your actions, and you will live a better life. Get to see you in the next video. Goodbye and take care.